So, if you just pulled your laser out of the box and threw it on your gun, it isn't yet ready as an effective tool for self-defense or even accurate shooting. For life or death moments, an improperly sighted laser can be dangerous. You need to know, not guess, where each shot is going to land. Hi, I'm Carlson with Viridian Weapon Technologies, and today I'm going to show you how to sight your laser fast, accurately, and safely, so you can carry with 100% confidence. First things first, safety. Treat every gun like it's loaded. Trigger and muzzle awareness and control are critical. We are going to keep our fingers off the trigger and the muzzle pointed in a safe direction at all times. Clear the firearm by removing the magazine, racking and securing the slide, and visually verifying the chamber is empty. Also, make sure your workspace is clear of all live ammunition. Also, make sure that your laser is attached to your handgun securely. If that laser is loose, you will not be able to sight it in successfully, and it will not hold zero. Let's get your laser close enough to hit paper. Using your normal presentation, we will obtain a sight picture with our irons. Now we'll use our offhand and an adjustment tool to move the laser dot until it aligns with our iron's point of aim. A gun vise or rest can be really helpful when doing this. The laser will always have two laser adjustment screws. Generally, one is for windage and one for elevation. The horizontal and vertical adjustments, just like an Etch-A-Sketch. Laser movement direction is generally shown near the adjustment screws, or you can refer to your user manual as necessary. We will start with the screw on the side of this model, the windage adjustment. Since the laser is left and high, we will turn it clockwise to move the laser to the right and get the laser vertically in line with the iron zero. Each eighth of a turn of the screw is about 1 inch of movement at the target when at about 7 yards. A quarter turn is about 2 inches, and so on. Then we will turn the elevation screw on the bottom side counterclockwise to bring the laser down to the iron zero. Now we are close, and this is a great starting point, but we aren't done yet. Why are we sighting in at 7 yards? Well, there are a few considerations and reasons for choosing a zero range, and it kind of depends on what you're using that firearm for. Is it for self-defense, target shooting, hunting? Most pistols come out of the box sighted for 25 yards. And really, due to the myriad of possible use cases, 25 yards is a good all-around standard. But for self-defense, lasers are for speed. In a self-defense scenario, things generally happen close and they happen fast. You may need to be shooting before you get to a standard presentation, or you may have to shoot from the retention, holding the gun tightly to your body. But this is where lasers really shine. Forgive the double entendre. In close quarters, the laser tells you exactly where the bullet is going when you can't see your sights. Sighting in at this distance ensures your point of aim matches your point of impact, right where you're most likely to need it. Of course, the laser can be off up to a couple inches at point blank due to the height over bore, but within 10 or 20 feet that really isn't going to matter. Personally, I like to combine a laser with a green dot optic and sight the optic at 25 yards for the possibility of accurate, longer shots when you have time to get a sight picture in that scenario. But I also got to have my laser for the emergent threat response at close proximity in variable lighting environments. But there is another option for you. Align the laser so that the beam is parallel with the bore. For shooting out to even 50 yards or even more, your offset will be almost unchanged. You can do this fairly easily by measuring the distance of the laser aperture to the bore axis and adjust the laser to be under the shot group by that measurement at, say, 10 and 25 yards. It's a little more fiddling around, and you have to always keep in mind your offset, but it is a viable option. Now we check our work at the range. Fire 3 shots at a target 7 yards away using just the laser. I highly suggest that you use a rest for this part. Many people actually not get their zero set to actual zero if they are shooting without a rest, because what they actually do is induce an offset based on bad shooting habits. And it can get really confusing as you can't seem to figure out for the offsets and your zero always seems off. Getting a solid and accurate zero can actually help to work out some of these bad habits. I actually suggest that you use our gun camera for that, where you can record your shooting on a video and replay it later in slow motion and point out some of those pushes, pulls, and anticipations. But that's another video. See that grouping? They didn't hit the aim point, so we are a little off. To fix this, we will chase the grouping with the laser. Move your laser dot toward where the holes actually are. If you hit low and left, move the laser down and left until it sits right on those holes. Now, let's do it again. If the dot and the holes are in the same spot, we're locked in. Sighting in your laser isn't just a range day activity, it's a responsibility. If you're trusting your life to this firearm, you owe it to yourself and to your family to make sure it's accurate. Don't wait until you need it to find out that it's off. Follow these steps, get it centered, and practice often. I'm Casey with Viridian. Be safe, be accurate, and we'll see you at the range.